The Green Bay Chill came up short a few weeks ago in Seattle after a hard-fought game against the Mist. Now they look to get back on track this week as they host Minnesota in a Midwestern Division matchup. It's all next on LFL Saturday Night Football.
The arena comes alive. The crowd rises to their feet. For these women, warriors, can you hear them scream your name? Feel it raise your heartbeat. Are you ready? Some will bow and some will break. Not everyone has what it takes to be a part of the elite. We are the chosen. We are the beautiful, indestructible. You're in our sights and we're prepared for war. They'll be mesmerized as they watch us rise. Oh, we'll take the world by storm.
Tonight, both the Green Bay Chill and the Minnesota Valkyrie look to take control of a wide-open Midwestern Division.
Hello, LFL Nation, and thanks so much for joining us. Alongside Bobby Huco, I'm Van Earl Wright. And Bobby, a lot of unpredictability in tonight's matchup. The 0-1 Green Bay Chill taking on a mysterious Minnesota team that we haven't heard a whole lot about so far.
Nobody is talking about the Minnesota Valkyrie, Van Earl. They're going under the radar. However, Coach Minento has put together a nice crop of rookies. In fact, the top rookie to look out for tonight is Lori Jo Miller. She's a great player. In fact, Commissioner Mitch Mortaza has compared her to LFL great Kyle DeHaven.
Miller will be prominent in Minnesota's plans, but Green Bay has a star of its own in their quarterback, Andy Erler. Erler is truly an electrifying performer.
Annie Showtime Erler is one of the best running quarterbacks in the LFL. She also has a great arm to put the defenses back on their heels. Look for her to have a big game tonight. She threw for 5 touchdowns against Seattle in that losing effort.
She will need improved play from her receivers, though, because Jessica Payton and Anna Heisman accounted for 5 drops in Green Bay's season opening loss. That could have been the difference in that game.
They cannot do that tonight. Both receivers had a lot of drops in that game against Seattle. In fact, they would have won that game if they would have caught the ball. They have to help out their quarterback, Annie Erler, tonight, Van Earl.
Of course, Erler not the only quarterback on the field. And for more on Minnesota's key offensive rookie, we send you down to the field and the third member of our broadcast team, Lisa Liggett.
Thanks, Van Earl. Well, it seems as though the Minnesota Valkyrie may have finally found their quarterback in rookie Carrie James. Head coach Vincent Minento has said he has confidence in James and expects her to make good decisions tonight. However, those rookie jitters may just get the best of her, especially because she's on the road here at Green Bay. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Lisa. LFL fans, we are moments away from kickoff. It's the Minnesota Valkyrie taking on the Green Bay Chill. Kickoff is next. Welcome back to Green Bay, where we are just about to kick it off. Quickly, let's go down to the field where our own Lisa Liggett is with the highly touted rookie from Minnesota.
Thanks, Van Earl. Well, I'm here with the home quarterback, Ann Erler. Now, Ann, your franchise has struggled a little bit in the past with trying to get the win. What's going to be different about the team this year?
We have a lot of rookies that are stepping up to the plate, a lot of good veteran leadership, and just all-around better football knowledge and experience.
Thanks, Ann. Good luck tonight. Back to you guys.
Van Earl, Annie Erler had an incredible game against Seattle. Let's see if her defense can hold Minnesota down. The offense has no problems.
Gilbert Brown there, the head coach of the Green Bay Chill. Jessica Payton fired up the home crowd here inside the Rest Center. They are ready to go. Carrie James with the kickoff duties for Minnesota. We are underway for Saturday Night Football. And the football is fielded deep in their own end zone by Anna Heisman, taking it out to the 11-yard line. As the Green Bay offense takes the field, we will meet the starters offensively for the Green Bay Chill.
Kelly Distra, center.
Danielle Jorgensen, tight end.
Amber Main, running back.
Taylor Haywood,
Tight end.
Jessica Payton, wide receiver.
Cassie Anderson, wide receiver.
Ann Erler, quarterback.
The key's going to be Jessica Payton. She had a bad game, dropped a lot of balls. She has to help out Annie Erler tonight.
Erler in the Chill, 1st and 10 from their own 11. Immediately Erler tucks and runs from the shotgun picks up about 5 yards on the right side, gets it out to the 16-yard line. After opening their season with the loss, big game tonight for Green Bay, and their head coach, Gilbert Brown, confirmed that to us when we spoke to him before tonight's kickoff.
This is a must-win for us here in Green Bay. The division around us is very stacked, but we need to win this game. Plus, I do not like purple, ever.
You gotta love Gilbert Brown. He's coming in here with a chip on his shoulder, and if there's one guy you don't want a chip on his shoulder, it's Gilbert Brown.
That's a very good point. 2nd and 5 for Erler and the Chill, working from their own 16. Staying on the ground, handoff to Jessica Payton, left side, breaks the tackle, gets it out close to midfield, a gain of 8 yards out to the 24. Let's meet the starters defensively for the Valkyrie.
Lee Pei, linebacker.
Brittany Austin, linebacker.
Maria Rye, middle linebacker.
Kelly Gillespie, the cornerback. Erin McDonald, free safety.
Lori Joe Miller, strong safety.
Katrina Stewart, cornerback.
The girl that has to get after Annie Erler is Leak Pei. She has to play big tonight, Vanderl.
1st and 10 for Green Bay, staying on the ground, left side, Amber Main, toting the pig for 9 yards, getting it into Valkyrie territory, down to the 17.
Amber Main, a lot of people don't know about her, but she got 9 yards right there. She played great in practice to get playing time tonight, Vanderl.
We do have a flag on the field.
A 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. 1st down.
Roger Annan is our referee for tonight's edition of LFL Saturday Night Football. So holding on Green Bay, that'll back them up. It'll still be 1st down, but they'll be working from their own 22-yard line.
That's what Minnesota needs right there. Something to stop that quarterback right there. One of the best, Annie Erler. That penalty hopefully is going to kick Minnesota's defense into gear.
Erler keeping it on the ground, handing it off to Amber Main, picking up only 1 or 2 yards, again close to midfield before being taken down by Pei and Austin.
I love the way Leak Pei plays the game. She's got a great motor. Her open field tackling technique is as good as anybody in the LFL.
So now 2nd and 10 for Green Bay, opening possession tonight here in Green Bay for this edition of Saturday Night Football. Green Bay only slowing down because of their own mistakes. Called for holding a couple of plays ago. Now they got a 2nd and 10. Erler from the shotgun, looking to throw. Looking down the right side. Had a receiver. The throw was a little short. Intended for Taylor Haywood.
Van Earl Haywood should have caught the ball. Great read by Annie Erler. They came with a corner blitz on both sides. Erler stayed composed in the pocket, delivered the ball to Haywood. She just dropped the ball. Not a great pass, but should have been caught.
Minnesota, we talked about it before kickoff, Bobby. Flying under the radar, but so far they're looking pretty competitive right now.
They need to stop Green Bay right here, get some momentum going for them to have any chance tonight.
It's a 3rd and 10 for Erler and the Green Bay Chill, working from their own 24. The shotgun snap to Erler. Looking left side, caught complete to Amber Main. Good gain of 7 yards into Valkyrie territory.
Amber Main has all the skills. She's got great wheels and a clutch receiver coming inside. That's tough to catch the ball. You got all the linebackers there, but Amber Main came up with a great catch, Van Earl.
Now a 4th and 3 for Green Bay. Crucial play coming up for Green Bay to continue this opening drive. Leak Play Pay. It's an interesting name for broadcaster.
That's a great football name, Vanner. I love that name.
Look at the triple stack right side for Green Bay. Erler trying to take advantage of it and does so by running the ball, getting it into the red zone before being stopped at the 7-yard line. 1st down, Green Bay Chill.
Vanner, I don't understand this right here. They did not rush anybody. They put no pressure on Amy Erler. She ran right through the defensive line. They had no containment. Bad defensive call there by Coach Manette. There's no pressure on Erler.
Good call for Green Bay. We got a timeout on the field. Green Bay moving the football, trying to get the first score in this contest. We're underway in the Resch Center. Leak Play Pay, number 10 for Minnesota, out of Minneapolis, 24 years of age. She and her fellow defenders look confused on that last Green Bay play.
They sure did, Vandal. They didn't attack the quarterback. They were on their heels. Andy Erler ran right past them.
First and goal. Andy Erler working from underneath center. Handed it off to Amber Main. Good running room on the left side. A gain of 5 yards down to the 3-yard line.
Taylor Haywood, watch this technique on the block. She makes contact, holds on to leak play Pay. 5 yards down the field, Pay makes the tackle. That's too far down the field. Pay has to come across the line and make stops behind the line of scrimmage for Minnesota to have any success tonight, Vandal.
Now on the doorstep of the Valkyrie end zone is Andy Erler and Green Bay. Working from the 3-yard line, facing a second and goal. Minnesota showing blitz. Erler being harassed in the pocket, trying to scramble and taken down for a loss. There you go, Bobby. Doing just what you said she should do. Leak play Pay with the sack.
Looks like a broken play. Nobody blocked her. She went right. The block came inside. There was nobody there. And Pay comes around for a huge tackle on Andy Erler.
She closed very quickly on that sack. Good pursuit by number 10 for Minnesota. Their key defender. She will be the one to watch when Minnesota is on defense tonight. The sack, a loss of 5 yards, so it's back to the 8-yard line for Green Bay, now facing a 3rd and goal. Erler taking the shotgun snap. Has some time, looking left. Pass off the mark. Intended for Danny Jorgensen. Drops to the ground, so it'll be 4th and goal for Green Bay.
Great protection up front by Holly Zisper and Danielle Jorgensen. Went out in the end zone right there. She was open. I can't believe Andy Erler is so accurate, but she underthrew it. She had her skyscraper. The 6'4" Danielle Jorgensen in the end zone. She just underthrew the ball.
Again, we are in the opening offensive possession of this LFL Saturday night showdown in Green Bay. The home team, led by quarterback Andy Erler, on the move, but now facing a 4th and goal, looking to throw again, and Erler once again harassed in the pocket and hit as she tried. Incomplete, intended for Amber Main. Ball will go over on downs. Minnesota rookie quarterback Carrie James impressing her head coach, Vincent Manento.
Carrie James, one of our best athletes that we have out here on the field. She's got incredible footwork. She can throw the ball deep, and she can make sound decisions. Just look for her to make a big play. She's a big playmaker.
Carrie James is going to have to do that tonight, Vanderl. She's a better runner than thrower, but she's going to have to throw the ball to be successful.
1st and 10 for Minnesota. Whistle stops play. Looked like a false start. Minnesota already showing the nerves, playing their first game of the season on the road.
Van Earl, if I was Carrie James looking out there at number 19, Andy Erler, I would have first game jitters.
Good point, Bobby. Here's our referee.
Full start on the offense. Half the distance to the goal. Replay, first down.
The false start penalty on Minnesota on their first offensive play of the game backs them up to their own 4-yard line. You mentioned, Bobby, for Carrie James, a rookie quarterback, having to look at Andy Erler, that'll shake you up in any situation. 1st and 14. Minnesota keeps it on the ground, but they move slow, and Green Bay moves fast and immediately drops Lisa Bastian for a loss.
Gillis Diaz on the safety blitz right here. You can tell it's a rookie quarterback. There's nobody to block her. They have to check out of that play, and the rookie did not. So Gillis Diaz has a great defensive play because nobody blocked her.
That brings us to the end of the first quarter. Green Bay in control so far. As we begin the second quarter, we check in with Lisa, who's with the Green Bay head coach.
Thanks, Van Earl. I'm here with the coach. Now, Coach, what are you expecting as far as execution in this game?
For execution, we got to do something right so we get the ball down the field so we can score. We should have scored on that drive, so hopefully we get another opportunity.
Thanks, Gilbert. Back to you guys.
Green Bay had no problem moving the ball against Seattle. A couple big drops. Their offense is looking good tonight, but Coach is right. They should have scored on that first drive.
Absolutely missed opportunity. And Minnesota so far looking a little disorganized. Looking, as we pointed out, pretty nervous against Green Bay and Hallie Jiskra. It's a 2nd and 15 situation for the Valkyrie and their quarterback, Carrie James. Keeping it on the ground. The handoff to Bastian right side. There's a positive play for the Valkyrie. Let's meet the starters offensively for Minnesota.
Kelly Gillespie, the center.
Christina Kelly, guard.
Brittany Aston, guard.
Katherine Johnson, wide receiver.
Dominique Schuler, wide receiver.
Lee Sebastian, running back.
Carrie James, quarterback.
Van Earl, there's no question, Carrie James has to play big for them to have any chance tonight.
Little hitch pass, left side and complete to Bastian, and a gain of 3 yards. Here are the starters defensively for Green Bay.
Danielle Jorgensen, defensive end.
Callie Diska, defensive end.
Ricky Casey, linebacker.
Anna Hazeman, corner.
Cassie Anderson, defensive back.
Jessica Payton, strong safety.
Ann Erler, free safety.
Van Earl, there's no question, number 19, Ann Erler, runs that defense.
4th and 7 for Minnesota. Carrie James taking the wobbly shotgun snap, tucking and running right side, getting it out to the 16-yard line, but not enough for a first down, so the ball will go over on down.
Van Earl, another rookie mistake by quarterback Carrie James. 4th and 7. You got to try to get 7 yards, throw the ball 7 yards. There's no way she had a chance to run that ball for a first down.
But the best thing for Minnesota in that first offensive possession is that they didn't turn the ball over with a fumble or interception, but they have turned the ball over on downs, and there's great field position now for Annie Erler and Green Bay as they take over 1st and 10, just 16 yards away from the end zone, keeping it on the ground, handing it off to Amber Main. Lots of running room right side, getting it down close to the goal line, down to the 2.
Amber Main is the swag captain tonight, Van Earl. She's playing with attitude. I love it. Fabulous run by Main for 14 yards.
Number 17, a key performer offensively tonight for Green Bay. Leak play pay, and the Minnesota defense needs to step up. Again, they did last time that Green Bay had it in the red zone. Let's see if they can do it again.
Minnesota's offense cannot give a quarterback like Annie Erler the ball in the red zone. She's going to score every time.
1st and goal from the 2. The handoff to Main, left side this time, going for the pylon and gets it in. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Amber Main is quick as a hiccup. Not good blocking. She's only 5'2", but with her game, Green Bay will never fall short. Incredible first half for Main. No blocking, scoring points.
The chill offense, continuing the tradition established by the Green Bay Packers and leaping into the sand.
Look at that. Not much blocking at all. She outruns everybody and slides in the end zone.
Good run. Great effort by Amber Main for Green Bay, and they get on the board first on this Saturday night. Now lining up for the conversion and the points after the score. Main in the backfield with quarterback Annie Erler. Erler looking to throw. Looking left side, throwing it back in the end zone. Knocked away. Incomplete. Conversion is no good. The score remains Green Bay 6, Minnesota 0.
Annie Erler actually could have tucked it, ran it in. She tried to hit the back corner of the end zone. I don't know why. She's such a great runner. It could have been point.
Cassie Anderson and Erler now switch to defense as Minnesota takes over after the score. 1st and 10 from their own 15. Rookie quarterback Carrie James taking the shotgun snap, low snap, ball on the floor. The rush by Green Bay. The fumble recovered by Minnesota's Lisa Bastian. They will retain possession, but an ugly shotgun snap. So it'll be 2nd and 14 after the loss of 4 yards.
Kelly Gillespie, the center, did get the ball up to James right there. Right now, Minnesota is looking horrible. They look like a rookie team. Green Bay is licking their chops and going after James.
You got to believe that is correct. Now James working from under center. 2nd and 14 for Minnesota. Handoff, and there's Annie Erler meeting the runner right at the line of scrimmage. Wow.
Another safety blitz by Green Bay. Nobody blocks Annie Erler. They are not respecting James' arm at all. They have to throw deep and keep the safeties back. If they don't, they're going to have safety blitzes all night.
Just like you said, licking their chops, and that's exactly what Annie Erler and Jennifer Freund are doing right now for Green Bay. 3rd and 15 for Carrie James and the shaken and rattled Minnesota offense. Deep in their own territory. James looking to throw. Looking over the middle. In and out of the hands and into the hands of Laura Gillis-Diaz, picked off by Green Bay. Good return by Gillis-Diaz down inside the 5.
Great defensive call. They jammed Katherine Johnson off the line of scrimmage. Then she comes across, and she's so scared of getting hit, she had alligator arms. You have to extend your arms, catch the ball, and bring it in. She kept her arms in, got deflected, and Gillis-Diaz with another sensational play.
And Gillis-Diaz actually stopped at the 6-yard line where she got shoved out of bounds. But Green Bay takes over once again, an outstanding field position on the doorstep. 1st and 10 for Erler and the Chill working from the 6-yard line. Handoff to Jessica Payton, left side, rushing for the pylon. Stopped at the 1-yard line, 2-yard line, after a gain of 4 yards.
It could have been 6, Vander. Look at Danielle Jorgensen. It's an arc block. She gets outside of leak play, but she goes too far. She doesn't plant and block coming back. Great arc technique. She's got a plant. That could have been 6, and she would have held the block all the way through the play. She's 6'4", and she needs to play like she's 6'4". She could be dominating, but she makes little mistakes like that.
2nd and goal from the 2 for Green Bay. Still keeping it on the ground, right up the middle. But stopped at the 1 was Amber Main, stopped by Johnson and Miller.
Green Bay is starting to look like the old Green Bay Packers of the glory years. Keep pounding the rock right up the middle. No gimmicks, come right at you.
Green Bay crowd loving what they're seeing. Their home team running up and down the field against League Play Pay and the Minnesota defense. It's a 3rd and goal for the Chill from the 1. Handoff to Amber May, left side, walks right into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Great seal block. That's the way to block, Jorgensen. Great seal block. Amber Main again. It's not the size of the dog in the fight. It's the size of the fight in the dog, Van Earl. Watch this block. Jorgensen gets outside. Seals right there. Amber takes it in for 6.
She must have heard your analysis. She took your coaching, Bobby Hugo.
In one play. Wow, I like the audience there in Green Bay.
They're looking good.
They look great, matter of fact.
They better be looking good to keep up with their team here in Green Bay, because the Chill looking very good right now, leading 12-0, lining up for the 2-point conversion. Pitch to Amber Main, right side, racing for the corner, and in. Green Bay now leads it 14-0.
Van Earl, good luck is the direct result of hard work and preparation. Maine has worked extremely hard to get the starting lineup spot with Green Bay. I love Amber Main.
You're on fire tonight. You know that?
Amber Main is on fire.
That's a good point. Annie Erler and Green Bay lead it 14-0. 2-minute warning of the first half.
Annie Erler plays free safety as good as anyone in the league, and quarterback as good as anyone in the league. What a performer.
Absolutely. Love her intensity. As for Minnesota, they are struggling. 1st and 10 for them from their own 15. The pitch to Bastian, right side. No running room. All kinds of Green Bay tacklers over there. A loss of 2 yards.
Great defensive scheme up front by Burrow and Ponzer. It's one of the best Ponzer schemes I've seen in a long time, Van Earl.
Like I said, you're on fire. 2nd and 12 for the struggling Valkyrie. Working from their own 13. What do they got to do to get something going offensively, Bob?
Carrie James has to throw the football. Right now, they're just coming everybody at her.
Shotgun snap for James. It's low. She's looking to throw, but now forced out of the pocket, tucking and running, picking up yards on the right side. A gain of 7 out to the 20-yard line. Finally, a positive play for the Minnesota offense.
She actually looked a lot like Annie Erler. Came with a full blitz, but her athletic ability took her outside. She outran the blitz. That's what she has to do right there, Van Earl.
Her head coach, Benson Minento, already told us earlier in this broadcast that his quarterback has plenty of quickness and quality instincts. That's why she is the starting quarterback. She's trying to get over her nerves right now. That's her problem.
Van Earl, right now, she looks as nervous as a pig in a slaughterhouse. She needs to calm down.
After the 7-yard gain, it's 3rd and 5 for Carrie James and the Minnesota offense working from their own 20-yard line. They have not been in Green Bay territory this entire first half. Shotgun snap, James with the run the entire way. Another positive play, a gain of 3 yards close to midfield.
That's what she needs. She needs experience. She needs to fall down 7 times, get up. 8 right there. Take a couple shots. Now she gets to feel the LFL. Now she needs to step back, throw the ball like she can throw, and not worry about Annie Erler and all these blitzes. Play her game.
Erler and the Green Bay Chill defense doing everything they can to keep Carrie James, the Minnesota quarterback, rattled and off her game. 4th down for Minnesota. They need 2 yards. And I believe they got stopped shy. They might have to measure. It's going to be close as to whether Minnesota can keep the ball and continue the drive.
Van Earl, you can run, but you can't hide from Annie Erler. I don't think she got it. Annie Erler from the free safety position stopped her.
There you go. Referee Roger Otten indicates that Green Bay will take over on downs as their defense steps up and stops the Minnesota drive.
You gotta throw the ball deep and keep Annie Erler back. If not, it's like having another linebacker in there.
So once again, Green Bay takes over offensively in great field position right at midfield. Annie Erler with the shotgun snap, looking to throw right side. Had some zip on that ball, but it dropped incomplete.
Oh, she can throw. I love the way she throws. When she steps, gets her hands right, throws and steps into it. She throws as good as Ashley Salerno.
Leap, play, pay, and the Minnesota defense has got to feel like they've been on the field all night long, and basically they have.
Van Earl, Minnesota has only completed 1 pass. The defense has been on, like you said, all night long. And going against Annie Erler, it's going to be a long night.
2nd and 10 for the Chill. Shotgun snap, a good one to quarterback Annie Erler. Tucks and runs up the middle. Now breaking out left side. She's got a 1st down before being knocked out of bounds. A gain of 12 yards.
Annie Erler with one of her signature runs. Watch this. They go man coverage. A quarterback draw is a great call against man coverage because they're running with the receivers. Annie Erler saw that and had the whole left side all to herself.
Playing the final minute of the 1st half. Green Bay trying to beat the clock and get on the scoreboard one more time before halftime. 1st and 10 from the 12. Erler with the play action. Harassed and taken down. Great play. Laurie Jo Miller with the sack and a loss of 9 yards on the sack.
Where is Owen? Here we go. League play is going at it. Here we go. She's got to spark this Minnesota team somehow. They need some fire in them for the 2nd half.
Well, they need some fire right now to prevent Green Bay from getting yet another touchdown here in the 1st half. Little more than 20 seconds left for Annie Erler and the Green Bay offense to get it into the end zone. 2nd and 19. Erler going to the end zone. Caught. Touchdown. Complete to Hallie Jiskra. Green Bay plays beat the clock successfully, and they get on the board.
What a call by Gilbert Brown. What a read here by Annie Erler. Nobody covered the center. Hallie Jiskra right up the middle. Her favorite saying is let the bodies hit the floor, and the Chill are doing that tonight, man. A great call by Annie Erler.
Absolutely. They lead it 20-0. Some 17 seconds left in the 1st half. Green Bay lining up for the 2-point conversion. The pitch to Amber Main, right side. She gets it in. The 2-point conversion is good. The Chill crowd loving what they're seeing. Their team leads it 22-0.
Wow, Amber Main just doesn't play O. She plays OMG, Van Earl. What a night she's having.
Look at this Green Bay crowd. Happy they came out for LFL Saturday Night Football.
Annie Erler doesn't look like she's even breaking a sweat right now.
11 seconds left as Minnesota takes over. Carrie James working in the shotgun. At this point, they need to just maybe take a knee. They're so rattled offensively. James chased out of the pocket, throws it away. 1st down pass incomplete.
Right now, James is completely rattled. It was a trips left. It was a quick screen left. I don't know why she didn't throw the ball. She kept the ball. The receiver was there, and then she threw it away. She looks really rattled, Van Earl.
Absolutely. 5 seconds left. This should be the final play of the 1st half. James takes a bad shotgun snap. Looking to throw again. Now tucking and running right side. Clock has gone to 0. She holds on to the football, and that will do it for the 1st half. You see the frustration on the face of Carrie James because Annie Erler and Gilbert Brown and the Green Bay Chill just dominating this 1st half against Minnesota. Lisa Liggett down on the field with the frustrated leader of the Valkyrie offense.
Thanks, Van Earl. I'm here with Valkyrie quarterback Carrie James. Now, Carrie, it's a tough atmosphere out there.
our first game. It's our first half. We'll calm down the second half and come back and win.
Thanks, Gary. Back to you guys.
Green Bay leads it 22-0 at halftime.
Welcome back to the Resch Center here in Green Bay, where the home team Chill just dominating the event so far, shutting out Minnesota 22-0.
They're finally giving support to quarterback Annie Erler. Last week it was nothing. This week, Amber Main. We didn't even know who she was. She comes out with 2 touchdowns at running back. Who would have called that? And then Holly Gisler, the center. She does more than snap. The old center release play again for a touchdown. Green Bay's offense is looking good.
And their defense playing just as well, giving Minnesota and their quarterback Kerry James all kinds of fits and limiting Minnesota in total offense to less than 30 yards through one half.
Laurie Gellis-Diaz, another name we haven't heard of, a.k.a. Frenchie, having a great game with Annie Erler on defense. They're shutting down Minnesota. I can't believe it. And by doing that, they're giving the Green Bay offense great field position.
And as we take a look at the halftime stats right now, we see that Minnesota is 0 for 2 on 3rd and 4th down conversions, and Green Bay dominating in really every category, including time of possession, holding the ball for 10.5 minutes so far.
Van Earl, Minnesota has to do something on offense. They're not moving the ball at all. If they don't do something quick, this game's going to be over in the 3rd quarter.
The second half action coming up right after this.
Back in Green Bay for the second half. Let's check in with Lisa.
Thanks, Van Earl. Well, I'm here with Coach Minento. Now tell me, Coach, what are you taking out of this game and how do you plan to build on that?
The bottom line is we got to execute on the little things. We got to be able to make adjustments. I talk about it all the time. This game is all about adjustments and making sure that you are able to find a way to get things done and improvise. That's what we're looking to do right now coming out of the second half.
Thanks so much, Coach. Back to you guys.
Van Earl, the halftime quarterback comparison. Kerry James, only 1 out of 3, 3 yards, 2.7 quarterback rating. Look at Annie Erler, 2 out of 6, 1 touchdown, 88. 2.7, the last time I saw a quarterback with that kind of rating was Trent Dilfer.
Trent Dilfer? I thought it was more like your GPA.
It was both, but that was a bad first half on offense by Minnesota. They have to do something. They have no scheme going right now, and I can't blame Kerry James. I got to blame the coaches. The offensive scheme cannot attack Green Bay's defense.
Annie Erler will handle kicking duties to kick off the second half as Minnesota will get it to begin the second half. Deep in the end zone, they'll take a knee. It'll be a touchback. Whoa! There you go. There's a flag for a late hit by Stephanie Ponzer.
Personal foul, late hit, number 10 on the kicking team. 10 yards will be added from the 15-yard line. The ball will be placed at the 25. First down, Minnesota.
Well, that's the last thing Green Bay needs. That was stupid.
That's absolutely what Minnesota needed. Maybe that will get them kick-started here in the second half, Van Earl.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Valkyrie right at midfield. Remember, they never got it into Green Bay territory the entire first half. Now they've got a great opportunity to do just that. Annie Erler and the Green Bay defense wants to keep them out of their space. Here's rookie quarterback Kerry James working in the shotgun formation. James looking to throw on 1st and 10. Scrambling right side, throwing it away before being taken down. Allie Gisler right on the edge of making the sack. Annie Erler with the good coverage.
Allie Gisler coming off the edge. Minnesota absolutely picked up everybody on that blitz. It was great blocking, but just one-on-one. Allie Gisler got around and made James throw the ball with nothing on it up in the stands.
As you mentioned, Bobby, shouldn't be panic mode for Minnesota. They don't necessarily have to throw it every down. They threw it on 1st down there. Let's see what they do on 2nd and 10 from right at midfield. Kerry James tucking and running immediately. Good moves to get to the outside, showing the speed, racing for the end zone. Oh, she dropped the ball right at the goal line, just like Leon Lett. Oh, my goodness, Green Bay has recovered a fumble. Kerry James was walking it into the end zone, and she dropped the ball.
Unbelievable quarterback draw, great blocking up front. She's showing the athlete she is. She gets around the corner. She's going in the end zone. She does not tuck the football. You have to handle it high and tight. It breaks loose. What a play, what a turnover, what a bad play for Minnesota.
shattering moment for Kerry James as Green Bay takes over and immediately goes for the kill. Andy Erler deep downfield, complete to number 2, Jessica Payton. That gives Green Bay back in the red zone. Wow, what a turn of events.
That's what great quarterbacks do. Right after a turnover, go for the jugular, go deep. And who does she hit? Jessica Payton, who dropped all those balls in the first game, concentrate, brings it in for 26 yards.
So Green Bay has it first down in the red zone. Look at that. Their average starting field position inside Minnesota territory. As for the Valkyrie, their starting field position, their own 13-yard line. That's a big reason why Green Bay is dominating. First and goal for the Chill. The pitch to Amber Main left side. Taken down by Leak Play Pay after picking up 3 yards. Leak Play Pay wearing a microphone for us all night long. Let's listen in.
That's what's up, bitch! That's right, I fucking dare you! I wish you would get you didn't get shit! I'll knock the fuck out of here. Turn that motherfucker out right now!
Wow, Pay speaks 2 languages, English and profanity. Unbelievable.
She's got 4 tackles on the night, including 1 sack. She has by far been the best performer for Minnesota in this Saturday night showdown. But Green Bay has been the team of domination. They lead at 22-0. And right now they're 6 yards away from adding to that lead. Caught and complete and stopped at the 1-yard line. Anna Heisman, the receiver on the 5-yard gain down to the doorstep.
Great read by Erler on the smoke read with the blitz. Heisman almost gets in for 6. There's her stats on the 2013 season. 62 yards, 5 receptions, 2 big drops though. Leak Play Pay has got to come up with a stop here for Minnesota to have any chance tonight, Van Earl.
Got that right. It's 3rd and goal, and for Green Bay to get it in, they can increase their lead to 28-0, possibly 30-0. That's why this is so key for Minnesota defensively. Erler with the reverse, and she's in for the score. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Annie Erler is automatic from the 1-yard line. It's a naked bootleg out there, which she walks in, little fake inside, naked boot, nobody blocking for her. She walks into the end zone. She is a consummate football player.
She is so big and so strong as well. Tough for any defense to stop. Number 19 in green. Green Bay lining up for the conversion and the points after. The pitch to Amber Main. Oh, net by Leak Play Pay. Slam to the turf was Amber Main. Pay wearing a microphone. Let's listen in to that big hit. Even the crowd felt that one. Back in Green Bay where the Chill lead at 28-0. Lisa is with 2 of Annie Erler's receivers.
Thanks, Van Earl. Well, now, you guys have been getting a lot of criticism as a team, but you guys seem to be having a good time tonight. What's going on?
We just want some redemption for Seattle. We know what we can do, and we're out here to prove it, and it's a different story tonight.
We have a lot to prove out there. I got a lot of proof the last game. We're working hard to come back, and it pays off. We're doing awesome. I love it. Keep going.
All right, girls. Back to you guys.
Van Earl, Jessica Payton looks like a different player tonight. She's catching the ball and she's running the ball sensationally tonight.
Boy, does Minnesota ever need a quality offensive series here, Bobby. They are trailing 28-0.
They got to start throwing the ball, Van Earl. Flat out, they got to throw the ball.
1st and 10 from their own 15. Little hitch pass right side, screen pass, I should say. Caught and complete, a gain of 3 yards. Lisa Bastian with a good run after the catch.
Little tunnel screen right there, but that's what you need. That's a good call by Coach Minento right there. Catch the ball behind the line, get the completion, and try to get some yards.
Excellent point. Gain of 3 yards gets the football out to the 18-yard line. So it'll be 2nd and 7 for Minnesota. They got to find some kind of rhythm offensively.
They're down 28, Van Earl. You're not going to get 28 points running the ball.
James taking the shotgun snap. Looking to throw again, looking left side. Caught and complete to a wide open Chris Landwehr. A gain of 5 yards. close to midfield.
Coach Menento made some halftime adjustments. They kept the back in to pick up the blitz. That gives James time to deliver the football. Now she can step back and throw it.
3rd and 2. Good determination by the Minnesota offense. Carrie James trying to get something going for the Valkyrie. Keeping it on the ground this time. Handoff to Laurie Jo Miller, left side. A good gain of 7 yards and good enough for a first down as the Valkyrie finally get it into Green Bay territory.
Laurie Jo Miller, we talked about her in the pregame. She's got more talent, or as much talent, as Kyle DeHaven. She's a playmaker. Get her the ball. This team hasn't done anything on offense. She makes a great game. Give her the ball, Vandal.
Laurie Gillis-Diaz and the Green Bay defense. Looks like they've kind of slacked off a little bit. Referee stepping in. Winds the clock. Annie Erler and her fellow defenders trying to once again stop Carrie James and the Minnesota offense. They got 1st and 10 on the Green Bay 20-yard line. James taking the shotgun snap, looking over the middle. Good throw, but a good step up and knock away by Annie Erler, thinking the pass incomplete.
Van Earl, not a great call right here. It's a cover 2. She's got good protection, but nobody's influencing Annie Erler deep. She has nobody behind her, so she comes up and almost makes that pick. It would have been 6 if she caught it.
Annie Erler and Laurie Gillis-Diaz and the rest of the Green Bay defense now coming back to life. They were kind of out of it here for Minnesota's first few plays of this current drive. Now they know they need to step it up as they feel Minnesota in their territory for the first time in this game. 2nd and 10, Valkyrie. James keeping it herself on the quarterback draw, finding some room on the left side and picking up 6 yards down to the 14-yard line.
James going head-to-head with Annie Erler again. I'll tell you what, Van Earl. Courage is when you're scared to death, but you saddle up anyway. James is saddling up. She's getting experience tonight, but she needs a better game plan from the coaches to go against a strong team like Green Bay.
6-yard gain for James in Minnesota, so it'll be a 3rd and 4 from the Green Bay 14. James working underneath center. Handoff to Maria Rye, runs into her own blocker and goes down. And suffers a loss of 1 yard. First time Maria Rye has carried the football.
Annie Erler, the quarterback of the secondary, called a Raven blitz, the corner blitz right there. They came with a 5-girl A-gap pressure. Great call by Erler and a great call by Gilbert Brown. He knows defense. Erler and Brown make a great combo on defense.
Playing the final minute of this 3rd quarter, Allie Jiskra and the Green Bay defense trying to keep Minnesota off the scoreboard. It's a 4th and 5 for the Valkyrie. They are desperate to keep this drive alive. Shotgun snap, and here comes Annie Erler on the safety blitz and takes down James to deny Minnesota. Ball will go over on down.
Did you hear Erler? She told Jiskra to go right, taking the center out of the play. She blitzes left, right up the gut, nobody to block her. She takes James down again on 4th down.
And once again, leak play pay, and the Minnesota defense back on the field to, once again, try and slow down the Green Bay offense.
It seems like Pay's been on the field all night, Van Earl.
Should be final play of the 3rd quarter here. A 1st and 10 for Erler. Handing it off to Jessica Payton, left side. 9-yard gain on the play. Close to midfield. Bagels on the clock. We've reached the end of 3, all Green Bay. It's been all Green Bay tonight, and that's created a lot of frustration for Minnesota. Lisa is with their linebacker.
Thanks, Van Earl. I'm here with League Play Pay. Now, you were on the team last year, and you seem to be struggling just as bad as y'all did then. What's different about the team, if anything?
You know, we are a new team, but we're all really hungry to be out here. We're hungry as hell. We want it just as bad as anybody else. We're underestimated, but we're still working our asses off out here.
Thanks, League Play. Back to
to you guys?
Van Earl, there's no question that Paye will become an all-fantasy player. The problem is she's just not playing for a good team. You put her with a team like LA, and she's known all across the United States. In Minnesota, I don't know if she's going to get that recognition.
As we start the final 8 minutes here inside the Resch Center, Green Bay continues with their current drive, facing a 2nd and 1 from their own 24. Pitch to Amber Main, left side. Good step up by Dominic Schuler and dropping Main for a 3-yard loss.
Van Earl, finally, Minnesota came back with a tight blitz that Green Bay's been doing all night long. Schuler coming off the edge right there. If they would have been doing that in the first half, it might not be 28-0 right now.
And finally, Paye got some help on the defensive side of the ball. So the loss of 3 makes it a 3rd and 4 for the Chill. And they're working from their own 21-yard line. They lead it 28-0. Erler showing pass and then tucking and running, picking up yards. Good tackle by Aaron McDonald after Erler picked up 5 yards on the play.
I got a feeling right here that Minnesota lined up offside. I thought I saw a yellow flag go down. They might decline it because Erler got the first down, but I think somebody jumped.
You are correct, Mr. Hugo. There is a flag on the play. Referees are discussing it. Our referee for the night, Roger Otten, and he's ready to make the call.
Offside, defense. Green Bay has chosen to take the penalty. 5-yard penalty, first down.
Another first down for the Green Bay Chill. They are now in Minnesota territory. And they are looking to add to their 28-point lead. Annie Erler taking her time, letting the clock run. 7 minutes to go here in the 4th period. Annie Erler handing it off to Amber Main. And there's another good close and tackle, this time by Aaron McDonald.
That was probably the worst run all night by Main. She had the block by Jorgensen that kicked out to the right. She went outside instead of cutting underneath. A good block by Jorgensen.
Now 2nd and 13 for the Green Bay Chill. Minnesota just searching for something to give them some kind of confidence here, Bobby.
They look a little bit better on defense here in the second half. Obviously, the offense isn't doing anything, though.
Shotgun snap, it's high for Erler. She recovers, she throws deep, down the left side, wide open, and caught. Green Bay touchdown. The center eligible called again by Gilbert Brown. Hallie Jiskra celebrating a touchdown catch.
Annie Erler delivers the ball as good as anybody in the LFL. Steps up in the pocket. Jister gets deep again. Again, it looks like we're playing against a rookie team in Minnesota because they're not used to the center doing a corner 7 pattern like that. Nobody covered Jister. Touchdown, Green Bay.
A little over 6 minutes left in the 3rd quarter, and it's a 34-0 blowout. Leak play Paye in Minnesota. Devastated right now as Erler and the Chill line up for the conversion. Erler looking to throw the conversion, now scrambling, still looking to throw, and misfiring. Intended for number 7, Cassie Anderson. Paye with the coverage on that conversion play. So Green Bay's lead remains at 34. We love taking you inside the action on LFL Saturday Night Football. Here's what Green Bay head coach Gilbert Brown has been saying throughout this game.
You guys gotta block, because we gotta get it. You understand? I don't give a shit what happens in that situation. It's 22 seconds left on the clock. We gotta call timeout. Pay fucking attention to the game. What a dummy.
Was that Gilbert Brown or Vince Lombardi? Wow, I haven't seen that kind of fire in Green Bay since Lombardi. I love the way he coaches.
I do too. He's so fun to talk to as well. And it's so cool to have a former NFL great, known as the Gravedigger, Gilbert Brown, here in the LFL coaching the Green Bay Chill. Minnesota trying again offensively to get on the board as they once again begin a drive from their own 15. Good first down run by quarterback Carrie James as she picks up 7 yards and gets it out to the 22-yard line.
I hate to say it, Van Earl, but Minnesota's got no kind of scheme on offense. It looked like a read option or something they were trying to run, but there was no option. There's nothing. All game long, they have nothing going on offense, and I got to blame the coach a little bit on that.
They're basically a rookie team. Andy Erler in Green Bay, on the other hand, lots of experience, but this is quite a learning experience for the Minnesota Valkyrie. Keeping it on the ground, handoff to Lisa Bastian, left side. A gain of 3 yards out to midfield, but good enough for a first down. Maybe they can get some rhythm going offensively.
Gelis Diaz having a great game tonight, Vanderbilt. She's all over the field making a ton of tackles. We're not talking about her much, but fabulous game by number 11.
She is long and lean, 5'9", 130 pounds, 32 years of age is Laura Gela Diaz. 1st and 10 for Minnesota from midfield. Quarterback James receiving the shotgun snap, tucking and running immediately, or the quarterback draw and slam down by Gelis Diaz.
Frenchie Gelis Diaz, she looks a lot like Kate Marshall in Canada, number 11. She is always around the ball. I'd love to have her on my football team from the safety position coming up. Her and Andy Lurer, this defense looks strong.
Before she slammed down the Minnesota quarterback, James picked up 3 yards on the play. Andy Erler with play instructions for her defense. It's a 2nd and 7 from the Green Bay 22. James looking to throw. She's got some time over the middle and caught. Complete to Katherine Johnson. 13-yard gain. They're finally in the red zone of the Green Bay Chill.
You can see that James, she's got more confidence as the game went on, Vanderbilt. Right there in the pocket. I hate that it's so late in the game, but she's throwing the ball great right now.
Less than 4 minutes to go, but it's a 1st and goal situation for Minnesota, working from the 9-yard line.
For them, for their confidence, for the state of Minnesota, they need to get points on the board.
Absolutely. James still working from the shotgun, and again, looking for running room. Finds some right side, going for the corner. She's in there. Touchdown, Minnesota. Carrie James and the Valkyrie finally get on the board.
Just what the doctor ordered. Again, not a little hold right there. She got away with a hold, might have gotten her in the end zone, but who cares? It's points on the board for Minnesota. Maybe this will take their season in the right direction.
Boy, did they need that. 34-6 now as Minnesota lines up for the 2-point conversion after finally scoring a touchdown. Handoff to Katrina Stewart. Wow, clothesline well into the end zone, and that's a well-deserved penalty. That was a cheap shot by Gelis Diaz.
I don't know if that's a cheap shot. That's the old clothesline tackle. That used to be legal. That's not legal anymore. Watch this. She doesn't hit the helmet. It's right below the helmet. Clothesline.
That's ugly.
I like it.
It's 5 yards into the end zone.
It's a legal tackle.
She's 5 yards into the end zone.
Maybe I'm going by the rules in the 50.
Foul on the defense. Legend rules is under 4 minutes, the losing team can choose to kick the ball for an onside kick. We will assess the penalty and have a kick.
So the penalty of unnecessary roughness will be assessed to Green Bay on the kickoff, but should they even try an onside kickoff, Bob?
Well, for practice they can, but I'll tell you what, I wouldn't. Right now, the game's pretty much over. You don't want to tick off Gilbert Brown. He plays with an edge. You try an onside kick this late in the game, 34-8, they might go for more points after this if they get this. I don't think Gilbert Brown's going to like this.
Kyrie James with the onside kickoff, looking for the bounce, but a Minnesota player touched the football before it traveled 10 yards. That is not allowed.
We had a legal touching on the kicking team. Green Bay has chosen to kick the ball where the ball was touched. First down, Green Bay.
Hey, there's a look at some of the Packer players making the walk over from Lambeau.
There's a lot of Packers. Look in the back. We got the Grim Reaper back there, too. Is he a Packer?
It's May. It's not October. The Grim Reaper making an off-season appearance 6 months out of Halloween. That's nice. 1st and 10 for Andy Erler and the Chill working from their own 23. You see Andy Erler winding down the play clock, trying to use as much of the clock as possible, handing it off to Jessica Payton, cutting back towards the middle and picking up 3 yards on the play before being taken down by Pay and Kelly. There is a flag down on the field.
Green Bay's getting some of their players in late in the game, getting experience. McClellan actually tackled the Minnesota player.
Holding number 9 on Green Bay. That is a spot foul, 10 yards. Replay, first down.
is a very good call, yet again, Bobby Huco.
They're trying to get a lot of players, especially if this team continues to the playoffs, they have any injuries. You have to get experience for players not getting in the game.
So after the 10-yard penalty, Green Bay is backed up to their own 13-yard line. It'll be first down and 20 now for Andy Erler. Handoff to Amber Main, finding some room up the middle. Really, Green Bay just trying to use up the clock right now, leading at 34-8. That should take us to the 2-minute warning.
Amber Main and Leak Play Pay are going to be best friends after this game, Van Earl. They've met each other a lot tonight.
It's been a long night for Leak Play Pay, no doubt about it, and for the entire Minnesota team. We've hit the 2-minute warning.
That is the 2-minute warning. That is the 2-minute warning.
We'll be back with the conclusion of this LFL Saturday Night Football contest, coming to you from the Rest Center in Green Bay. There's Andy Erler being recognized as the MVP of this Green Bay blowout of the Valkyrie, and here she goes doing the Rest Center leap.
Wow, she looks a lot better than Donald Driver does doing that.
Hey, LFL fans, join us for our next game from Atlanta as Tamar Fidel and the Cleveland Crush make their 2013 debut on the road against Brittany Morgan and the Atlanta Steam. Catch all the action in HD on LFL Saturday Night Football.
Van Earl, honestly, Annie Erler right now might be the best, the finest player in the LFL. She's had 2 solid games. Green Bay might make a little playoff run right now.
Right now it's 2nd and 15. Here we go. A breakaway with the complete pass to Anna Heisman. She gets it into the end zone. Oh, my.
That onside kick, Van Earl, that might have been the trigger right there. They might have just run the clock out, but instead they're going for 6. Anna Heisman on a quick post right through the cover, 2 for 6. Love this Green Bay offense, 2 games in a row. They're kicking butt.
The Chill fans love it too. Look at these folks showing up inside the Rest Center and enjoying a blowout of the purple and gold. You heard Gilbert Brown say it earlier in the game. He hates purple, and so do all Green Bay fans. Lining up for the conversion, a high snap. Erler able to recover, scrambling for her life and just throwing it away, and why not? With a 32-point lead. But wow, it looked like the Keystone Cops, that Minnesota secondary, as they ran into one another, and Heisman just took off from there and into the end zone.
You don't mess around with Annie Erler or Gilbert Brown. They tried that onside kick. They said, okay, we'll come back. Little post pattern right up the gut. We'll go up to 40. We'll go to 50 if you want.
Less than 2 minutes to go for Annie Erler. And really less than 2 minutes ago from Minnesota. Bobby, I know you haven't been in this situation often, but what can Minnesota do here when they're getting blown out? They can't win.
Honestly, Van Earl, they have to study the game and they have to learn. They didn't know how to pick up blitzes. Their offense, they didn't go deep. They didn't have any kind of scheme. You have to learn the LFL game, study other teams, and study films, and then come out strong for your next game.
Carrie James still showing some intensity. She had a good run there for 11 yards. Good enough for a Minnesota first down. Got them out to, or into Green Bay territory. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the Green Bay 24.
Carrie James, study that girl right there. Annie Erler knows how to check. She knows how to lead a team. Carrie James can get there. She's just young.
Looking to throw over the middle and complete to Lisa Bastian. A gain of 3 yards down to the Green Bay 21-yard line.
Who else? Jealous Diaz again on the tackle. Number 11, that's got to be like 900 tackles tonight. She's all over the field.
900 tackles. We'll check the stats. We'll see how close she's come to 900 tackles. I'm giving you a hard time, Mr. Huco. 2nd and 7 for Minnesota. A complete pass again to Bastian. Good run after the catch. 7 yards for another first down to the Green Bay 14-yard line.
Too little, too late. 30 seconds left. It's almost like a screen pass, but you know what? You got to hand it to Annie Erler. She's playing like a champion tonight.
Clock continuing to run, and Carrie James spikes the ball to stop the clock. Minnesota possibly just looking for a little boost in their confidence if they can get it into the end zone one more time. Been a long night for the Valkyrie because Green Bay has dominated. Annie Erler has been awesome tonight. She's been wearing them out microphone. Let's listen in to what she's had to say.
Listen up, we got 22 seconds, okay? Let's kill it. We go hard and we fucking score. Here we go. That's fine. Hey, you run this hard, you guys push in, we score. Let's go, come on. You could have had that back there. No, Cassie. Cassie's gonna get fucking jammed way easier than you. Push your motherfucking people to the wall. Come on. On one, ready? Break.
She not only talks the talk, but she walks the walk. Annie Erler. Her stats tonight, 6 out of 10, 118 yards, 3 Ts. That's 288 yards passing for the year. Phenomenal performance by Annie Erler again.
Minnesota continues with the football. Carrie James keeping it herself up the middle, breaking a couple of tackles, getting it down to the 8-yard line before being tackled by Erler. Minnesota trying to get on the scoreboard one more time before time runs out on them and they spike the ball one more time.
Another rookie mistake inside the 10-yard line. You can't jump.
False start. Number 3 on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Replay. 3rd down.
Katherine Johnson, the guilty party. But that's what this Minnesota team is. A bunch of rookies. They are learning how LFL football is played, and this has been an eye-opening experience for them going against Annie Erler in Green Bay.
A lot of coaches would have their star player out of the game, but Annie Erler will not take her out of the game. She plays and lives football 24 hours a day.
3rd 9 from the 13-yard line for Minnesota. Could be the final play of the contest. James looking over the middle. Ball knocked away by Gillis Diaz. She, too, has been terrific.
Gillis Diaz and Erler make a great 1-2 combo in the secondary for Green Bay. They look like a team who contend right now, Monroe.
Less than 5 seconds to go in this Saturday night football contest. A game that has been a learning experience for Carrie James and Minnesota, and a very impressive performance by Green Bay. See if they can get it into the end zone in the last play of the game. Throw back over the middle. And what a perfect ending to a dominating performance by Green Bay as Erler picks off the football as time runs out.
The final lesson of the night for James by Annie Erler. Who else? You don't throw at the best DB on the field. She'll learn.
Indeed. What a fun night it has been for the Green Bay Chill as they celebrate their 32-point victory with their fans. The Lambeau Leap. Now we got the Rest Center Leap. Lisa Ligon down on the field with the coach and the star.
Thanks, Van Earl. I'm here with MVP Ann Erler and the gravedigger himself, Gilbert Brown. Now, Ann, you finally built a team around you where you don't have to do all the work yourself. How does that feel?
Feels awesome, especially since I knew we had this team the whole time. To finally execute and prove what Gilbert's been showing us this whole time feels good.
And Coach Brown, your first win at home, is this the start of something special? Do you think you can challenge in Chicago or in LA?
I pretty much think we can. We just got to keep working hard and going back to work.
Congratulations to both of you guys. Back to you guys.
Lisa, thank you. Another great job down on the field. The learning experience for Minnesota will continue the rest of this season. For Green Bay, they could be back in the playoff hunt.
Absolutely, Van Earl. They got a tough game at Las Vegas June 22nd, but the big one is August 10th against Chicago. That should decide, and it will decide the division.
It's been a great night for the Green Bay Chill. They crushed the Valkyrie, win it by 32. Our final score, 40-8. For Bobby Hugo and Lisa Ligon and our entire crew, I'm Van Earl Wright. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time on LFL Saturday Night Football.